do you have a second?
It's about all I have.
I was wondering if maybe I could possibly just...
Time's up.
Could I get a day or two off?
A day or two?
A day. I just need one day away.
Are you sure that's all you need?
I'm sure.
Would you also like me to make your bed?
What?
Maybe I can triple your salary while we're at it.
Hi, I'm Rachel Zane. I'll be giving you your orientation.
Wow, you're pretty.
Okay, good. Good. You've hit on me. We can get out of the way that I'm not interested.
No. What? No, I'm sorry. I wasn't hitting on you.
Trust me, I've given dozens of these, and without fail, whatever new hotshot it is thinks that because I'm just a paralegal, that I will somehow be blown away by his dazzling degree.
The whole cast of Suits, or not the whole cast of Suits, but a large number of the people in Suits, sort of didn't, jive with her. And somebody said, she's just not somebody you can be friends with.
I have a baseball player. She gets a prince. I mean, that's awesome.
Lindsay is all correct. You have a stupid baseball player, and she is a stupid...
So I was... thinks that because I'm just a paralegal that I will somehow be blown away by his dazzling degree. And the whole cast of Suits, like or not. The whole cast of Suits, but a large number of the people in Suits, sort of didn't jive with her. And somebody said she's just not somebody you can be friends with. I have a baseball player. She gets a prince. I mean, that's awesome. Lindsay is all correct. You have a stupid baseball player and she has a stupid. So, I was wondering if you would be able to change your commercial to people all over America. Here's the shocker. The company actually changed the commercial to say people, not women. The gloves are coming off. People are fighting greasy pots and pans with ivory. Clear. What Meghan did landed her on the cable show Nick News in 1993, hosted by Linda Ellerby. Before Meghan Markle became the Duchess of Sussex, she was already living her best California life. Acting, blogging, advocating, and stirring up a little controversy. From her outspoken feminist stance in grade school to a messy divorce, run-ins with tabloids, and bending royal etiquette, Meghan's pre-Harry journey was full of bold moves and headline-making moments. Some say the royals were wary. Others thought she was a stepping stone. Let's peel back the glitz and glam to explore the messy tea-worthy facts from her pre-royal days. And then we can chat about each one. She really is being with it. Applause. I have no idea. It was great to work on. Such a great cast and crew. We had a really fun time. I was on it for 7 seasons. So, Meghan Markle's ex-husband, Trevor Engelson, is expecting his first child. The director and producer announced on Instagram that his new wife, Tracy Curlin, is pregnant with a baby girl. The post included a selfie of the couple happily posing in protective masks while Trevor cradled his love's belly. He gushed, "Future Mother of the Year" and "Girl Dad way out of his league," who's now perhaps better known as Meghan Markle's ex-husband. Let's get to know the man who popped the question long before a certain Prince Harry came into the picture. Before becoming a royal, Meghan Markle was far more than just Rachel Zane from Suits. She was a woman of many hats and hustle. With a major in theater and international studies, a side gig as a freelance calligrapher, and her own lifestyle blog, The Tig, Meghan was already building an empire on her terms. Curious about the life she lived before the palace gates opened? Well, here's the real story of Meghan Markle before the crown that the British royalty seem To be trying to wash off. 11. Go. Music. Meghan, open the case. Music. Really loving father. And she knows that, and there's no excuse for her to treat me this way. No excuse to treat the king that way as well. It's really no excuse to treat grandparents that way. Number 1, Meghan was born in LA and she grew up in two totally different worlds. Before the royal titles, the tabloids out and the tiaras, Meghan Markle was just Rachel Meghan Markle, an LA girl, navigating two vastly different lifestyles. Her mother, Doria Raglan, was a calm spiritual presence in her life, working as a yoga instructor and social worker who deeply valued mindfulness and emotional strength. Meanwhile, her father, Thomas Markle, brought her into the whirlwind of Hollywood as a lighting director who worked on popular shows like Married with Children. Thomas exposed Meghan to behind-scenes buzz of TV production. Early on, this contrast meant Meghan could go from meditating with her mom in a modest home to sitting on a production set surrounded by celebrities and crew. Do you have a second? It's about all I have. I was wondering if maybe I could possibly. Time's up. Could I get a day or two off? A day or two? A day? I just need 1 day away. Are you sure that's all you need? I'm sure. Would you also like me to make your bed? What? Maybe I can triple your salary while we're at it. No, that's not. No, really. What can I do to make your life easier? That is not fair. I have been juggling work and school for months now, and I haven't asked for any special treatment. You're asking now? I'm not asking for time off to go to the Hamptons. This is law school I'm talking about. You said a day away. You didn't say anything about law school. Well, it's for law school. Well, this is your law school. This. Right here. And by the way, we're paying you for it. I know. And I'm grateful. If you're grateful, then you'll stop complaining about how much work you have to do, and you'll figure out how to best manage your time. But as far as getting time off, that's not going to happen if you still plan on working for me. Now, you still need a day or two off. No, I can manage. That upbringing shaped her identity. Poised, camera comfortable, yet grounded, but it also planted the seeds for future chaos. With one foot in a quiet private world and another in a glitzy, imager-driven Hollywood, Meghan learned how to adapt and perform. This duality made her magnetic, but also controversial once she entered the royal arena. Some say the royals didn't know how to handle someone who had already tasted fame and knew how to manage her own narrative. From the very beginning, Meghan was never the typical royal bride, and that made her a threat. Number 2. Meghan's feminist stance at 11 years old. Even before she stepped into the spotlight, Meghan Markle was already shaking up the system, and she was only 11. It all started with a commercial for dishwashing soap that aired on TV. The voiceover said something like, "Women all over America are fighting greasy pots and pans." That line didn't sit right with young Meghan. While most kids her age were busy with cartoons and homework, Meghan was busy writing letters to Procter & Gamble, the makers of the soap. And even to then First Lady Hillary Clinton and civil rights attorney Gloria Allred. It's the first time little Meghan Markle was on TV, and she was a firecracker even at age 11. I don't think it's right for kids to grow up thinking these things that just mom does everything. For a social studies assignment way back in elementary school in Los Angeles, Meghan and her classmates were asked to watch some commercials and assess their messages, and recommended by more doctors, pharmacists, and Dr. Mom. It's always mom does this and mom does that. In particular, a commercial for Ivory dishwashing liquid caught her attention because it used the word women. Women are fighting greasy pots and pans. And I said, wait a minute. How could somebody say that? Even back then, Meghan struck everyone with her easy charm and intelligence. Just about 1 out of every 3 commercials, it's going to say something that's going to hurt somebody's feeling. So Meghan took pen in hand and wrote a letter to Procter & Gamble. And just look at that penmanship. She didn't just complain, she called out the sexism and made a clear case for change. And, believe it or not, it worked. The company eventually changed the wording from women to people. This moment wasn't just cute or precious. It was powerful. It showed that Meghan had a strong voice and wasn't afraid to use it. That same confidence and advocacy would later become one of the very things the royal family struggled with. Royals are taught to stay neutral, avoid controversy, and smile through everything. Meghan, she was already calling out injustice before middle school. And that kind of boldness, yeah, it was about to clash with the crown. So, I was wondering if you would be able to change your commercial to people all over America. Here's the shocker. The company actually changed the commercial to say people, not women. The gloves are coming off. People are fighting greasy pots and pans with Ivory. Clear. What Meghan did landed her on the cable show Nick News in 1993, hosted by Linda Ellerby. It was absolutely clear that this young woman was strong in her beliefs. It didn't matter if she was 11 years old. She believed in women. She believed in her own power. And she wasn't afraid to reach out and say, I want my power. I want my rights. Good evening. Many years later, Meghan spoke about the Ivory dishwashing liquid commercial. At the age of 11, I had created my small level of impact by standing up for equality. Back in 1993, Meghan had these words of advice for fellow kids across America. If you see something that you don't like or offended by on television or any other place. Number 3, Meghan's stint as a briefcase girl on Deal or No Deal. Before she landed her breakthrough role on Suits, Meghan Markle took whatever gigs she could to make ends meet in Hollywood, including one that she'd later call objectifying. Yep. She was a briefcase girl on the game show Deal or No Deal. Standing silently in heels and a tight dress, flashing a bright smile as she held up a suitcase with $1 amount inside. 11, I love it. Go. Music. Meghan opened the case. Music. Before the royal wedding to Harry, watch Meghan Markle open the case. It was far from the glamorous behind the scenes. Meghan later revealed that while she was Grateful for the job, it made her feel like she was reduced to a bimbo. No, that's not. No, really. What can I do to make your life easier? That is not fair. I have been juggling work and school for months now, and I haven't asked for any special treatment. You're asking now? I'm not asking for time off to go to the Hamptons. This is law school I'm talking. The irony, that clip of her Deal or No Deal would resurface everywhere once she got engaged to Prince Harry. Suddenly, the tabloids had a field day digging through her past to paint her as too Hollywood or not royal material. And, let's be real, this one role became the symbol of how Meghan didn't fit the usual royal mold. She had hustle, she had a past, and she wasn't pretending otherwise. To the firm, that kind of visibility and independence may have looked messy, but to many women watching, it was a reflection of the real world. And Meghan, she wasn't ashamed. She owned it. Number 4. Meghan's education and sorority life at Northwestern University. Meghan Markle wasn't just a pretty face trying to make it in Hollywood. She had brains, ambition, and a global mindset. She attended the prestigious Northwestern University, where she double majored in theater and international studies. While many aspiring actresses focused only on performance, Meghan added diplomacy and politics into the mix, studying foreign policy, doing internships at the U.S. Embassy in Argentina, and even considering a career in politics at one point. Yep, before royalty, she was sipping espresso with diplomats. But don't get it twisted, college wasn't all serious business. Meghan also joined Kappa Gamma, a sorority known for its strong sisterhood and social scene. She balanced student government events and global affair lectures with mixers and college fun. It was here she learned how to present herself, navigate different social circles, and carry herself with confidence. When the royal family did their background deep dive, this educational history was a bit of a curveball. She wasn't some wide-eyed actress. They were getting someone polished, educated, and internationally aware to the firm. That could have meant danger. A woman who's not just beautiful, but smart and socially savvy. That's not a duchess in training. That's a disruptor. And that made Meghan a wild card from the start. Number 5. Meghan's lifestyle blog, The Tig, and Why the royals weren't exactly fans. Before she was penning royal statements, Meghan Markle was writing blog posts. And trust me, the TIG was her whole vibe. Launched in 2014, the blog was named after her favorite wine, Tiganello, because classy and quickly became a lifestyle haven. Think travel tips, beauty routines, recipes, international interviews, and personal reflections. But the TIG wasn't just a blog. It was her creative outlet, her platform, and low-key a PR machine for her personal brand. She wrote in her own voice. Smart, sassy, thoughtful, and fans loved that they were hearing directly from her. Hey, Holtz, I'm so glad you're here. Come with me for a day in the life. I'm going to show you my favorite spots in Toronto. Come on. I really wanted to show you the Shangri-La Hotel. I love this spot. Especially when you need a good massage. The spa upstairs so good. But when she started dating Prince Harry, suddenly the TIG became a liability. Royals aren't supposed to have personal platforms. Everything goes through press secretaries and palace approvals. Meghan's ability to connect directly with the public. No filter, no. Firm was a big no-no. She eventually shut the blog down in 2017, posting a heartfelt goodbye that hinted at change on the horizon. We're at Soho House, Toronto, which is basically TIG headquarters for me. I write my stories here. I take my meetings here. And it's kind of amazing because all over the world, if I'm traveling, Soho House can still be home base. Still, the ghost of the TIG lives on. People screenshot it, archived it, and dissected every post for clues about Meghan's real personality. But one thing was clear. This wasn't a woman waiting to be discovered. She had already built something. And for a royal institution obsessed with control, that kind of independence was threatening. Number 6. Meghan was married and divorced before Harry. Long before she walked down the aisle at Windsor Castle, Meghan Markle had already said I do to someone else. In 2011, she married Hollywood producer Trevor Engelson. After dating for nearly a decade, they'd started as a young, ambitious couple in LA. He was building his career behind the scenes while she hustled for acting roles. Their wedding in Jamaica was chill, beachy, and filled with tequila shots. But just 2 years later, the marriage was over. Meghan Markle's ex-husband, Trevor Engelson, is expecting his first child. The director and producer announced on Instagram that his new wife, Tracy Curlin, is pregnant with a baby girl. The post included a selfie of the couple happily posing in protective masks while Trevor cradled his love's belly. He gushed, future mother of the year and girl dad way out of his league. The official reason, irreconcilable differences. But word on the street was that long distance took its toll. Meghan was filming Suits in Toronto while Trevor stayed in LA, and their lives started moving in opposite directions. Some reports even claimed she mailed her rings back cold. I have no idea. It was great to work on. Such a great cast and crew. We had a really fun time. I was on it for 7 seasons. So now, why is this messy? Because being a divorcee in the royal family is historically very complicated. Just look at Wallis Simpson. Her relationship with King Edward VII basically changed the monarchy forever. While things have obviously evolved since then, Meghan's past marriage raised eyebrows within royal circles. For a family still obsessed with image and purity, her relationship history wasn't ideal. But here's the kicker. Meghan never hid it. And that transparency both refreshing and controversial in a world built on discretion. Number 7. Meghan's messy buns and how they became a royal scandal. Who would have thought a hairstyle could spark a royal outrage? But in Meghan Markle's case, even her bun caused drama. From the moment she stepped into the spotlight with Prince Harry, Meghan embraced her signature low Messy bun. Loose strands, natural. Texture, not overly styled. For most of us, it's the ultimate go-to look. But in the royal world, it was borderline rebellious. See, royal women are expected to look polished and put together at all times. Think sleek. Sure not enough strand, and definitely no flyaways. So, when Meghan appeared at formal events, like her first public outing with Harry in Belfast, or even her royal wedding with her hair not perfectly pinned, traditionalists were shocked. Tabloids accused her of being sloppy, disrespectful, and too hard to be relatable. But here's the thing, those messy buns were intentional. It was her way of saying, I'm here, but I'm doing it my way. Her laid-back look clashed hard with centuries of royal image control. And to the firm, that subtle statement was loud, because a messy bun might not seem like a big deal until it's worn on royal soil. Then suddenly, it's a symbol of modern rebellion with a bobby pin. Number 8, the Thomas Markle scandal and the letter that broke hearts.